Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Neither the Huskies nor the Dragons have tasted defeat this season. Only one will leave the Joseph A. Masson Gymnasium still unblemished. The 3-0 Harbor Creek takes on 4-0 Warren as Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school basketball next on the YDL Sports Network.
You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network.
Good evening. Welcome into Warren Area High School. The Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. This is the Icy Ink pregame show. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, visit Icy Ink online, icyync.com. That's ICYYinc.com. Give them a call, 814-688-0034. Be cool, wear Icy. Our game stream tonight is brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. And you're on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort, warrentirecenter.com. Welcome into the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Brian Hagberg, Andy Close with you on the YDL Sports Network. The Rehab Centers, chiropractors caring for health, rehabcenters.com. And Andy, a good early season matchup between a pair of unbeatens here tonight.
Yeah, again, and this is a game a year ago that Warren won on a Brady Burdine jumper at the buzzer to win 63-61. So if we get something like that tonight, we're in for a real treat. Harbor Creek 3-0. Yes, they've been a couple of those games this season. Braylon Wilson with a tip in at the buzzer to send their game against Seneca to overtime, ended up winning that game in overtime. Warren also has a win over Seneca here on the young season. But Yeah, two teams that are playing some pretty good ball here early in the season. It should be a fun atmosphere and very good contest here tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned that buzzer beater. Obviously, these are a couple of teams that know each other very well, have played each other a lot over the years. Not in the same region this year, but certainly very familiar with each other. And you mentioned that buzzer beater that Burdine hit a year ago. And when you look at Harbor Creek's 3-0 start to the season, they're very accustomed to playing in close games. 3-point win to open the season over Fairview. We talked about that Seneca game going into overtime. They ended up winning that one by 4. And then their last one, a win over Mercyhurst Prep, that one by just 2. On the flip side, Warren's only had one of their 4 games so far decided by less than 10 points.
Yeah, and that, of course, was their last time out, a 70-62 win over Cathedral Prep. I think a game that really kind of, made some people kind of perk up and take notice and think, okay, Warren's 3-0, but let's see how they do against Prep. And that was a big win. I think what you're looking for tonight is for them to, if you're Warren, you want to build off that. You don't want to come out here basically what amounts to a trap game, because this is a Harbor Creek team that's good enough to beat you if you don't play well. And I'm sure the Huskies would like to not play in a close game.
Right.
Not that I mean, it's good early in the season, given that you get in those situations. So when you get into region play, it's something you're comfortable with, especially with some new blood in the starting lineup this season. But yeah, they 3 games in, 3 games that have really come down to final possession. So,
well, and again, you're a team that's looking to make a deep postseason run, and that kind of early season, I don't want to necessarily say adversity, but those early season tests can really pay dividends come February and March when you're in the postseason and you know that you're going to be faced with some tough games and close games late.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's always better to win those games. Always better to learn from a win. But absolutely. Again, this Harbor Creek team is fantastic. Warren was down 6 at the half against Prep. They're actually down as many as 11 in the first half, and just really played a great second half against the Ramblers. That was coming off 2 wins again in the Brookville tournament, and then again the aforementioned Seneca game. So this is a team that's it's early in the season, but they're playing some really good basketball and pretty balanced, as you might expect.
Yeah. Well, and again, these 2 teams very familiar with each other, very evenly matched. They both have 3 players averaging better than 12 points a game. For Harbor Creek, it's JT Del Sandro at 16 even, Tucker Chatek at 13.3, and Braylon Wilson at 12 even. And for the Dragons, it's Braylon Barnes at 16.5. Logan Chrissy at 12.5, and Brady Burdine at 12.3. And, that might be, when we mentioned a Logan Chrissy, that might be kind of the difference for this Warren team, because I think everybody, when you come and you play Warren, okay, that offense runs through Tommy Nyquist at the point, but then you've got Barnes stepping up and making some big shots, scoring a lot of points. And then all of a sudden, here comes Logan Chrissy, who maybe you weren't preparing for coming into the season.
Yeah, and just a sophomore. He's a kid that you could tell last year was going to make an impact as soon as this year. And he really does give this Warren team another dimension. And speaking of talented sophomores, JT Del Sandro for Harbor Creek as well, a kid that started, kind of ran the show for Harbor Creek as a freshman, much like Nyquist did for Warren when he was a freshman. But he's a kid that's just gotten better. Really nice ball player. But again, to your point, Chrissy can do a little bit of everything for this Warren team. He can go inside and go outside. That's the one thing. This Warren team is not big, but they got some really good shooters, are very athletic, and can spread you out.
All right, now let's take a look at our Rehab Center's keys to the game. Again, brought to you by the Rehab Centers. Visit them online, therehabcenters.com.
Yeah, I think, first of all, for Warren, the thing you guard against after a big win is coming out flat the next time out, right? So I think, you got a good crowd here. It's your home crowd. Come out, play with energy right from the tip, and I think that will go a long way for them as well. And for Harbor Creek, again, they don't have the big man in the middle anymore. Nick Craig, of course, graduated last year. But, I'll finish that thought here after the national anthem.
Warren Area High School Music Director Marsha White on the trumpet playing the national anthem here this evening.
And again, just to kind of finish that thought, Brian, Warren is going to be the smaller team, and not every game, but the majority of games they play. So I think, Harbor Creek's second chance opportunities really crash the boards. Maybe a place they can take advantage tonight.
All right, those were our Rehab Center's keys to the game. And now the starting lineups. First for Harbor Creek, number 4, Cam Herman. Number 20, JT Del Sandro. Number 30, Tucker Chotek. Number 35, Hayden Deluski. And number 31, Braylon Wilson, your starters for Harbor Creek. And now the starting lineup for Warren. Number 2, Chase Sittler. Number 10, Tommy Nyquist. Number 23, Braylon Barnes. Number 33, Connor Hoffman. And number 3, Brady Burdine, your starters for the Dragons here this evening. That will just about wrap up the Icy Inc. pregame show. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now's the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help with multiple positions currently available. Several career paths to choose from. Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance to start the day to hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. And it will be Wilson and Burdine to tip. Huskies control. We are underway here in Warren.
Yeah, Dragons go man-to-man to start.
Sittler guarding Herman. That ball gets poked out of bounds.
And again, Chase Sittler's a kid with good length. Look for deflections and things like that from him on the defensive end.
Inside to Wilson. Wilson can't get the shot away cleanly. Hoffman will bring it up the floor for Warren. Loses the handle a little bit, gets it over to Burdine and up top to Nyquist. Hoffman with it in the corner. Nyquist swings to Barnes. Skip pass over to Barnes. Huskies on him quickly. Hoffman going to take the 3. Rattles in but comes out. And Wilson comes down with the rebound.
Again, Wilson, a kid with good size underneath. I expect him to have a big game on the boards.
Thought about the 3 there was Chotek. Instead, passes it away down to Herman. And Sittler all over him, gets the steal.
There's those hands, that length of Chase Sittler on the defensive end for Warren, forcing an early turnover.
Nyquist surveys. Thought about the 3. Drives, kicks out to Sittler. And they'll get it back up top for Hoffman. Nyquist, corner 3. He knocks it down. A nice neat 3-pointer. First points of the ball game.
A little full court press here from the Dragons.
And Barnes nearly got that one, but Harbor Creek able to come away with it. Down low, Wilson off the glass.
Yeah, and
with the bucket and the foul.
And that's one thing. If you can beat that press, those opportunities will be there for Harbor Creek. And shaking up a little bit on that play was Furman for Harbor Creek.
Coming in is number 13, Connor Brzezowski. Wilson at the Tynus Builder Supply free throw line, looking to tie this one up. And he gets it to fall. Barnes in the corner, inside to Burdine. Kicks it out. Nyquist, corner three. Rims out. Wilson on the rebound.
And so far in the misses, it's been one and done for Warren. Wilson, a couple of rebounds.
And Nyquist poked that one away, out of bounds, off Harbor Creek.
So a pair of turnovers early here for the Huskies, something to keep an eye on.
Nyquist sitting to play a little catch. Now Nyquist drives, kicks out Barnes for three. Off the mark there, rebounded by Chatek. Corner there is Del Sandro with an Icy Ink three-pointer. Dragons back down the floor quickly. Barnes inside to Burdine, has it poked away out of bounds by Wilson.
So Warren wants to speed this game up a little bit. I think Harbor Creek would much rather make this probably more of a half-court game.
Nyquist gives over to Barnes, inside to Burdine, has an open lane, and he puts it off the glass and in.
And here comes that full-court press again from Warren.
And picked off by Burdine at midcourt. Little behind the back dribble. And he can't forget the finish, but gets his own rebound, puts it up, and it rattles out. And then Wilson's there to get it for the Huskies.
Boy, everything but the finish there for Brady Burdine.
And nearly stole that one away. Chatek able to recover, and then Burdine does poke it away, but out of bounds.
Logan Chrissy going to check in here for Warren. He'll replace Chase Sittler.
And Huskies unable to get that one in. It's taken away by Barnes. Nyquist kicks out to Barnes, thought about it, now pulls up, and his jumper's good.
And that's one thing I noticed that Braylon Barnes did against Cathedral Prep. Wasn't settling for that three all the time, really driving to the basket.
Tipped away there by Hoffman, but out of bounds to the Huskies.
Yep, and Ryan Smock's going to get a timeout here for Harbor Creek. That press giving them some issues here early.
And they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. This is Allegheny Grill. No, they're not going to take a timeout.
Oh, no, I thought so. Okay, I could have
opted against.
Well, that was, yeah, I could have sworn I saw the timeout signal, but my apologies.
Del Sandro gets it up to Wilson. Thought about the long-range jumper. Instead, drives and then gets a skip pass out to Del Sandro. Had to haul that, or excuse me, that was Brzezowski had to haul that one in. Over to Chatek in the corner. He drives, gets Chrissy up in the air and can't get the finish, and Hoffman rips down the rebound. But errant pass goes out of bounds.
Yeah, but that was good. Everything but the finish there. Did a good job of getting his defender on his feet, but not quite able to finish. And then the turnover from the Dragons.
Sandro with Nyquist on him. Skips it over to Brzezowski, back up to Del Sandro. Deluski down low for Wilson. And Wilson just bodies Hoffman out of the way for the easy lay-in. Hoffman laying on the floor looking for a foul there, but
yeah, and
Wilson called.
And when Wilson gets that kind of position, he's going to be tough to stop.
And Barnes again thought about the three, instead passes around. And now he's open, going to take the three and knock down the Icy three-pointer. And Burdine nearly stole that one away.
Problem.
And instead, it is a Warren County Visitors Bureau travel. Make Warren County part of your travel plans with the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Visit them online, wcvb.net/events. So it'll be Chrissy to inbound. Kicks it into Nyquist. Nyquist, a deep three. He hits it. It's second icing three-pointer of the quarter.
Well, he stepped in and shot that with confidence. That one was deep.
And Chotek has it poked away by Hoffman. Nyquist there to collect, gets it to Chrissy. Down low, Hoffman for Burdine with the lay-in.
And now I'm not mistaken this time. We are going to get a timeout.
Now we're going to get a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. We're going to take this one with them. Don't go away. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
You know what would make that better? A cup of White Cane coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White Cane coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Back here at Warren Area High School, 2:31 to play in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Warren leads Harbor Creek 15-8. Both these teams coming in undefeated, looking to stay that way here tonight. This press defense by the Dragons has led to a couple of turnovers here early. Chotek with it now for the Huskies. Gets it up to Delsandro. He fakes, drives the lane, dishes for Wilson, who has it poked away, but out of bounds.
That quick first step by Delsandro there, kind of creating that play.
Delsandro to trigger. Looking for Wilson, who does come up with it. And loses that one out of bounds, but it goes off the Dragons. We'll stay with the Huskies.
And you can see Wilson every time he gets positioned there on the block. It's going to be a significant size mismatch.
Skip pass in. Wilson corrals, gets it back to Delsandro. Goes baseline, kicks it to Lewski inside to Wilson. Turnaround jumper, gets it to go, and the foul.
We got Barnes with that foul. His first, team first.
And Wilson back at the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line, trying to cut into this lead and find all the tools you need to cut and piece back together at Tionesta Builder Supply online, tionestabuilders.us.
Chase Stittler back in Warren. Johnny Corbett also in for the first time.
Off the rim, Hoffman pulls in the rebound. Corbett with it. Gets it down low to Chrissy. Chrissy looking for Hoffman. He does come up with it. He gives up to Nyquist for another three off the front of the rim. And Wilson there again. Wilson may have double-digit rebounds by the time the first quarter.
I was going to say it's already, I think, at least 5 for him.
15-10. Warren leads Harbor Creek, make it 15-12 on the Wilson turnaround.
And Warren's going to have to make an adjustment there because that is a mismatch down low with Wilson. A little 2-3 zone here from Harbor Creek.
Corbett on the wing, looking for some help, gets it out to Nyquist. Back to Corbett, going to take a three. That rims out. Guess who? It's Wilson again on the rebound. Under a minute to play, Elwood National Forge first quarter. Jerluski inside to Wilson.
And there comes the double. Yep.
Kicks it out. Jerluski going to drive. And he draws the foul.
We got Hoffman with that. His first, team's third.
No fouls yet on Harbor Creek, though, in 45 seconds. That's not really going to matter. And Deluski gets the first to go from the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line. And knocks down the second. 1 point game now with 40 seconds to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Warren leads at 15-14. Sittler inside to Chrissy. Hoffman out to Nyquist. Back to Sittler. He's going to try a three. Off the mark. Rebound tipped around and hauled in by Ben Mosdy.
I can imagine Harbor could probably hold for the last shot here.
Losandro inside to Wilson. There's the double team, kicks it out. And that's an Icy Ink three-pointer for Ben Mosdy. And puts Harbor Creek in front 17-15 with 5 seconds to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Hoffman at the buzzer, can't get it to go. After 1 quarter of play, Harbor Creek 17, Warren 15. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Will be Warren ball to start the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Dragons trying to stop a 9-0 Harbor Creek run. As we enter the second quarter of play with Harbor Creek leading 17-15. Barnes up to Nyquist. Skip pass over for Chrissy, taking a three and hitting an Icy Ink three-pointer. Well, that's one way to stop the run. Puts Warren back in front.
First bucket of the game for Logan Chrissy.
Shawtek runs into a double team. Dragons get the turnover. Nyquist leading the break. Dishes off to Burdine, who lays it up and in. And this is what you said a while ago, Andy, that Warren wants to play more of a fast-paced, run up and down the court style game. Skip pass over to Mosby up top to Del Sandro.
Good recovery there from Nyquist.
Mosby in the corner up top. Jotek knocks down an Icy Ink three-pointer. Excuse me, that was Deluski. 35, not 30. We're knotted up at 20. Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter.
Harbor Creek staying in that zone.
Nyquist going to take a three off the mark. Barnes on the rebound.
That's the one thing against the zone. A little more difficult to defensive rebound out of. But
errant pass there from Burdine. Was looking for Hoffman and instead found Chatek. And I think Nyquist might have got away with a little bit of a push there.
Yeah.
As Del Sandro went flying, Huskies fortunate to recover. That ball's tipped away by Chrissy, but Mosby's right there to collect. Gives off to Chate. Wilson on the wing, and Warren's probably content to leave him out there for a while.
They'd much rather have him out there than posting up inside. Extended possession here for Harbor Creek.
And again, this is exactly the style the Huskies want to play. Though that pass is tipped and into the hands of Barnes. To Chrissy is blocked away by Wilson.
They're
going to get him a foul.
Yep.
Good get back, though, to get down the court by Wilson.
Sure was. Again, Warren very comfortable in transition.
Chrissy at the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. Misses the first. And off the mark on the second. And that is one thing you certainly can't do when you get those opportunities. Got to take advantage of the free throw line.
Absolutely. Game remains tied at 20.
Sandro with Chatek on a little pick and roll, and Chrissy's there to tie it up, and they're going to get a jump ball. Our first Pizza Hut possession arrow look at the game. You can still order yourself a fresh hot pizza online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Yeah, Chrissy tried to buy a call there. The arrow was at Harbor Creek.
Ball's going to stay with the Huskies. Inbound up to Deluski. Inside to Wilson. Turnaround jumper off the glass a little too strong. Burdine there for the rebound. Inside, Chrissy wide open underneath, and he gets the lay.
Yeah, nice look there from Burdine, too.
And now Warren's backed out of that press defense that they were playing in the first quarter.
Well, 1-2-2.
Three-pointer off the mark there by Chatek. But the ball taken away and then bounced around. Still bouncing around. Hoffman comes up with it, somehow maintains the dribble, gets it to Nyquist, who finds Burdine wide open underneath for the bucket.
What a sequence that was.
And that's all. That starts with Connor Hoffman maintaining his dribble while going to the floor.
Yep.
If he picks that up, that's a travel and going the other way.
Yep. Connor Hoffman, very much a dirty work type player.
Sandro with it now for the Huskies. Gets it to Chatek. Thought about a three. Instead, he's going to drive. Has it taken away by Hoffman and picked up by Chrissy. Chrissy looking for Nyquist. He finds him, but Nyquist can't get the bucket, but does draw the foul. He'll head to the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. Want to let you know our second quarter tonight is brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. A season pass from Hunter Station Golf Club in Ty Nesta would make a great Christmas present for that special golfer in your life. Call 814-755-4558 to buy a season pass today and ask about their play and stay packages. Hunter Station Golf Club located 3 miles south of Ty Nesta, online at hunterstation.com. First shot from Nyquist is up and in.
Chase Sittler checked back in. He'll replace Chrissy.
And Nyquist with a 2-for-2 trip.
And Nyquist also at the head of that press.
Huskies with a quick break on that one. Del Sandro has it up top. Now they're going to try to slow things down here again. Pass tip, but got the Chatek. Now Del Sandro wide open. Can't get the three-pointer to go. Sittler on the rebound. Nyquist going to push. Finds Hoffman. And then what a play by Hoffman to get it to Burdine, who nearly got the bucket to go. Just a heady play there by Hoffman.
Yeah.
Fake the three to draw the defender out.
Hoffman's had a really few nice plays here in this quarter.
And now it'll be Brady Burdine heading to the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. Trying to build on the lead for the Dragons. You can build on your own lead at home with Ty Nesta Builder Supply online, TyNestaBuilders.us. That was bad. I won't say that. That was really bad. Burdine goes 2 for 2.
Burdine becomes the first player in either team to reach double figures. He has 10. No, Sittler at the top of the press.
I nearly caught Del Sandro there. Had taken a little stutter step. Now Chatek wide open. Can't get it to go, but Wilson's there for the rebound. Bucket and the foul.
And Wilson now into double figures as well with 11.
This will be the third time Wilson's had an opportunity at a traditional three-point play as Chrissy's going to come in for Burdine.
Yeah, I don't think Jeff Burdine was happy with Brady Burdine that last possession.
And Wilson can't get it to go. Barnes goes up and gets the rebound. Nyquist thought about the three and instead is going to get called for the Warren County Visitors Bureau travel.
And yeah, it feels like Warren's been in control of this game, but Harbor Creek hanging around here about 3 minutes to go, second quarter.
Well, this is kind of the way the first quarter went. All of a sudden, you looked up and Warren was leading 15-8. And then by the time the quarter came to a close, Harbor Creek had a 17-15 advantage.
Yep. Wilson calling for it underneath.
And Hoffman poked it away for a minute, but then Wilson muscles his way in for the basket and draws the foul.
I think Hoffman's saying he was pushed, but again, kind of a jump ball there. And Wilson's going to win most of those battles. Good pass as well.
It's Wilson back on the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line. As Johnny Corbett getting set to check in for the Dragons.
Yeah. That'll be for Hoffman with 2 fouls now.
And Wilson hits. And it is a one-possession game. We're also going to have, looks like number 44, Sam LaFuria, in to give Wilson a breather. And Hoffman a little frustrated as he gets to the Warren bench.
Yeah, I think he thought his defense was pretty good there. Didn't think he fouled.
Sittler gets it out. Corbett swings it to Chrissy. Tries a 3. Knocks it down. A nice ink three-pointer.
Logan Chrissy with 8 second quarter points for Warren.
Up top for Mosley now. Swings it over to Del Sandro. He's going to drive. Little jumper is short of the mark. Sittler grabs it for the Dragons. Nyquist pushes, gives off to Barnes. Back for Nyquist in the corner. And now he'll bring it up top. Barnes takes a 3. Off the mark. Fight for the rebound is off of Corbett. And a very, very short breather for Wilson as he checks back in.
That was a good job by Chodek, though. Kind of boxing out Corbett there on that rebound attempt.
Brzezowski also back in the game for the Huskies. Del Sandro will bring it up. Gives off to Chodek. Over. Brzezowski had a lane for a second. Corbett closed it quickly. Now they give it to Chodek. He drives and is called for the offensive foul.
Yeah. And Nyquist did a good job of kind of anticipating where he was going to go with that drive and had his feet set in perfect position to take the charge.
And we've got a late substitution as Mosley's going to come back in and a very late substitution as the official nearest the scorer's table was waving in the sub while the one on the baseline was giving the ball to the Dragons. Now Barnes, corner 3 is off the mark. Rebound goes to Lewski. Has Del Sandro streaking up the lane. What a get back there by Barnes, though, to disrupt the shot. But then there's Wilson there for the rebound.
Wilson is just a load underneath. He's had a terrific first half.
You talk about Harbor Creek missing Nick Cray, but Wilson seems to be stepping into that role quite nicely.
Yes. Cray, of course, West Virginia University. Playing football.
Wilson now at the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line. Off the mark on the first shot. You can see Harbor Creek's, if Wilson makes a shot, is going to get another rest, which he does. And you got to think they got to try to keep him fresh for the second half. In what is now a 5-point game. 31-26, Warren leads. Just over a minute to play in Hunter Station Golf Club's second quarter.
Harbor Creek kind of extending the zone a little bit, and Nyquist
content to just,
You can hear Coach Depperdine take it all the way down. And Warren plays at such a fast pace that you do want to – fatigue does play a factor, I think, at times. And you see that with Harbor Creek with Wilson as well. So I think a chance for kind of everyone to catch their breath here at the end of the half. And, if I know people don't like it, and that's really the only time we've seen it in the halves. Nyquist just standing there dribbling.
25 seconds to play. That's Nyquist was looking over to the bench for some instruction, and Del Sandro feigned like he was going to come out. But now as we hit the 10-second mark, the Dragons are going to go. Nyquist drives, gets the layup. Del Sandro at the can't quite get there. And we head to halftime. Your score, Warren 33, Harbor Creek 26. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our Potter County Family Campground halftime show. It's Allegheny Grill Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, where your halftime score here from Warren, the Dragons leading Harbor Creek 33-26. At Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventures start here with family and friends. We can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of our camping cabins. We have a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check us out online, pottercountycamping.com. And Andy, let's take a look now at our All-American Awards and Engraving halftime stats. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online, allamericanhq.com.
Yeah, first of all, for the homestanding Warren Dragons, who lead 33-26, 15 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second quarter. Brady Burdine and Tommy Nyquist with 10 points each for the Dragons. Logan Chrissy with 8, and Braylon Barnes with 5 for the Dragons. For the visiting Harbor Creek Huskies, 17 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second quarter. Braylon Wilson with 15 of the 26 for Harbor Creek. Deluski with 5, JT Del Sandro with 3, and Chodek with 3 as well for the Huskies. Tucker Chodek, again, 17 and in the first, 9 in the second. That's where we are at the half. Warren 33, Harbor Creek 26.
All right, those are your All-American Awards and Engraving halftime stats. Again, they'll put almost anything on almost everything AllAmericanHQ.com. And, Andy, the first quarter looked like Warren was going to start to pull away, had a 15 to 8 lead, and then all of a sudden Harbor Creek went on a 9-0 run, took a 2-point lead into the second quarter, went back and forth for a bit. Warren again looked like it was going to maybe start to pull away. Harbor Creek found an answer, trail by just 7 here at the half.
Yeah, and again, credit to the Huskies. Identified the mismatch early with Braylon Wilson down low, and you saw Warren kind of adjust to that in the second quarter, coming more to double team, and that can leave shooters open. So, but again, Braylon Wilson came in averaging 12 a game, has 15 in the first half. Conversely, JT Del Sandro averaging 16 and a half, or 16 coming in, held at just 3 there in the first half. But again, it's a game. Basketball is a game of matchups so often, and I think Harbor Creek identified that, and we talked about that in the pregame. Whereas if there's one weakness per se of this Warren team, it's that they don't really have a lot of height, and that was something that Wilson and the Huskies were able to take advantage of. Conversely, Warren's guard play is so good, and they're so quick, and they're so good in transition, and it's a lot of defense to offense for them. And when they went on their spurts in the first half, is that they were great in turnovers, getting easy transition buckets on the other end.
Were you surprised that they pulled back from that full court pressure that they were using to go ahead, basically?
No, I think it's something where, I mean, you're going to be exhausted if you try and do that for an entire game. I don't think that holds up over the course of the game, but you can certainly do it for stretches and spurts. And I know it's something they really like to do at the start of every game. And we'll definitely see it. You won't see it exclusively in the second half, but they will pull it out. And my guess is they'll pull it out to probably start the third quarter. So it's against one of those things where it's a weapon for you, but probably not something you can do for a full, 32 minutes.
All right, with that, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with our second half adjustments. It's Potter County Family Campground halftime show, Allegheny Grove, Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania and south central New York since 1960. As board-certified dental specialists in orthodontics, Cole Orthodontic Associates offer a wide variety of services, including early intervention, traditional and clear braces, and orthognathic surgery. Cole Orthodontic Associates also offer Invisalign clear aligners. Call 814-781-7800 to schedule an appointment today. Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check us out online, PotterCountyCamping.com. Now let's take a look at our Rehab Center second half adjustments. The Rehab Center will always make the right adjustments. Visit them online at therehabcenters.com. Chiropractors caring for health.
Yeah, I think for Harbor Creek, it starts with taking care of the basketball. You saw where Warren's press, and we talked about it really kind of gave them some issues. If you're able to break it and break it correctly, you can get some easy opportunities, but that's much easier said than done. So I think for Harbor Creek, kind of taking care of the basketball will be key. And I think Warren, finding a way to negate Wilson inside. Not only does he have 15 points, but he's been just crashing the glass hard and using his size. And he's got good positioning as well. I think that's the other key, too. It's one thing to have the size to be the biggest guy on the floor. It's another thing, too. Rebounding is a lot about want to. It's a lot about getting position. And he did a really good job of that in the first half. So I think for Warren, trying to negate some of what Wilson's doing, I think will be key for them.
All right, those are our Rehab Center second half adjustments, therehabcenters.com. Tonight's game is also being brought to you in part by Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection, custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. OilCountryCrates.com. Our third quarter tonight is brought to you by Tap and Pay Plus. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap, the letter N, plus.com.
That'll be Warren ball to begin the second half. Chase Sittler will trigger in.
Hoffman inside, a little dish to Burdine.
Zone look here for the Huskies.
Barnes skip pass for Sittler. Quick, tried to go quick inside to Burdine. It's poked away, and then Sittler recovers and has it taken away again. He takes it away. Wilson rolling around on the floor with it, gets it up to Ben Mosdy. Now Del Sandro is going to bring it out and reset for the Huskies.
So a good defensive possession there to start the second half for Harbor Creek.
Barnes up tight on Del Sandro. Gets it inside. Wilson with a little jumper. Rims out, and Hoffman there for the rebound.
At that point, Barnes, Del Sandro really hasn't had a lot of room to operate. The defense on him has been very good.
Nyquist over to Barnes.
Look for
inside the Hoffman.
And that's what you want to do, get the ball in the middle of that zone, and then with upper dime, should have gone up with that.
And then taken away by Deluski. Gets it up to Chotek. Thought about the three. And now the Huskies get it to Del Sandro to reset.
So Harbor Creek forcing 2 turnovers here in the first 2 possessions for Warren in the second half.
Deluski up top. Swings over to Moston. In the corner, Chotek. Sandro gets a screen from Deluski. Now gets a screen from Wilson. And Wilson's going to draw the foul down low.
Not sure who they're going to get for that. If they're going to get Nyquist or if they're going to get Burdine. They're going to get Burdine.
And Wilson goes back to the Tyne-Nestor Builder Supply free throw line. A little short on the first. And the second rattles off the rim and out of bounds to Warren.
That's one thing you got to do, though, is hit your free throws.
Well, you take a couple of real big, deep breaths before attempting those shots. And again, we saw him didn't really come out until late in the first half. And even then, it was for a short period of time. So I wonder if maybe fatigue a little factor there. He's kicked the ball at that point.
Yep. And again, Harbor Creek set up in that 2-3 zone. Look for Warren. Warren, you want to try and get the ball in the middle, kind of that free throw line area, and look to attack from there.
Nyquist to trigger underneath, gets it into Hoffman. The look pass to Sittler, gets it to Nyquist in the corner for 3, knocks down an icing 3-pointer.
Third 3 of the game for Nyquist. It's the biggest lead of the game for Warren at 10.
Now a little court press and the steal by Hoffman. Del Sandro back quickly. Nice dish by Hoffman. Burdine can't get the finish. Sittler saves. Hoffman can't get it to go. Nyquist with it. Dishes off to Burdine, who lays it in.
Well, I missed a couple of bunnies, but a good second effort there from Warren.
Sandro into Wilson. Down low for Mazdi. Kicks it out for Chatek, and now Del Sandro will reset. A battle going on there between him and Nyquist.
Oh, yeah.
Del Sandro goes baseline. Little floater. Too strong. Barnes rips down the rebound. Dishes off to Sittler. Sittler stops. Gets it out to Hoffman. Over to Nyquist for three. Off the mark. Hoffman came skying in, but Wilson still able to get his hands on the rebound. Dish off for Sittler, who lays it in.
Timeout at Harbor Creek. First 2 points of the game for Chase Sittler. Lead now at 14, the biggest of the game for Warren.
And that is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. 15 seconds. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here at Warren Area High School, Harbor Creek on a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. When your plumbing, heating, or AC takes a timeout, Luton's will get it running again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com. And Warren has now extended this, doubled its halftime advantage, now 40-26. And again, just not even a full court pressure defense, but just that like half court pickup has generated some turnovers. The Dragons have been able to take advantage.
Logan Chrissy into the game for the first time in the second half for Warren.
Del Sandro picks up a screen. Dishes off. Wilson lays it up and in.
Yeah, good play out of timeout there for the Huskies. Wilson now with 17.
Barnes gets it to Hoffman. Back to Barnes. Now Nyquist will reset. This is off to Barnes. Inside for Hoffman. Hoffman off the glass. No shot. We call the foul on the floor.
And we're going to get Mosby for that. First team foul of the half for Harbor Creek.
Checking into the game for the first time for Harbor Creek, number 10, Landon Demerol. Nyquist to Barnes off the glass. Can't get it to go. Chrissy with the rebound. And then Wilson's going to get called for the foul.
Yep.
Second time he thought he had a big rejection.
Well, the block was clean, but he got him with the body, I think.
And that is going to send Chrissy to the line. He'll be trying to build upon the lead at the Ty Nestor Builders Supply free throw line. Online, tynesterbuilders.us. And Chrissy off the mark. First shot.
Chrissy now 0 of 3 from the line tonight.
Mosby comes back in for Harbor Creek for Deluski. Yeah, Chrissy's second shot.
That's got to feel good for Chrissy. 9 points in the game now.
And now that pressure defense again. Huskies able to break it this time. Mosby really runs into a double team. Tries to fight through. It's taken away, and now. And before the turnover, Harbor Creek able to get a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout called. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball, the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Our Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app then tracks each donation so that parents and boosters can sit back, relax, and watch the support come flooding in. Nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at tapandpayplus.com.
Just under 4 minutes to play in the Tap and Pay Plus third quarter. Warren leads Harbor Creek 41-28. Brian Hagberg, Andy Close with you on the YDL Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in on this Tuesday. Well, early season basketball action between a pair of undefeated teams. Warren at 4-0, Harbor Creek at 3-0. And Huskies fortunate to get that timeout called before loss of possession there. And now it'll be Chautek to inbound. Gets it into Demerol, who passes off to Del Sandro. Mosley up top. Del Sandro goes baseline. And kicks it back out for Chautek. Del Sandro, top of the key, had a lane, now kicks it out. Chautek for three. He hits NIC three-pointer. Much needed for the Huskies.
Yep, a good extra pass there from Del Sandro.
And Warren back down quickly, and Braylon Barnes just hovered in midair for that layup.
Barnes' first point since the first quarter.
Wilson out to Chautek. He dishes off. Well, Mazdi up top to Del Sandro. Del Sandro now with it on the wing. Inside to Wilson. And Wilson draws the foul on the floor. And that one's going to go on Hoffman. His third.
Galuski checking back in for Harbor Creek.
Comes in for Demerol. And Deluski gets it on the inbound, looking for Wilson, who's guarded by Nyquist. You talk about a mismatch, but Wilson couldn't get the bank shot to fall. Barnes baseline, gets it over Wilson and in.
Couple quick buckets for Braylon Barnes. Lead back to 14.
Wilson now gets it over. Mosdy skies it up and in.
Oh, nice little runner there from Mosdy.
Well, for a second, that was going to be a pass, but ends up falling for Mosdy. Chrissy now with it for the Dragons. Gives off to Barnes. Hoffman, wide open look. He gets it, and I see three-pointer for Connor Hoffman. Not typically his game, but left wide open there. Chautek fights through the double team. Mosby with an open lane, banks it home. Barnes hands off to Nyquist. Tried to get it to Hoffman, taken away by Chautek. Nice save there to get it to Wilson, now up to Del Sandro. Del Sandro through the lane. Has it knocked away out of bounds.
Stay here. Johnny Corbett checking into the game for Warren. He'll replace Hoffman.
Del Sandro into Wilson, who's again being guarded by Nyquist. Nice pass down low to Chautek for the reverse lay-in.
Nice, to your point, Braylon Wilson showing off the passing there. Good feed.
Sittler drives, pulls up. Floater, can't get it to go. He pokes the rebound away, but Mosby was there to get it before Chrissy. Under a minute to play in the Tap and Pay Plus third quarter. Chautek gets a screen from Wilson, passes it over to Del Sandro. Del Sandro directing traffic. Doesn't like what he saw. And again, somehow Warren has Nyquist matched up on Wilson in the post.
Nyquist doing a good job of fronting, though.
Deluski off the mark. Wilson tried to save it, but it goes off the back of the backboard.
Good effort, but
and late sub is Brady Burdine going to check back in for Corbett. And another late one is Demerol coming in now for Deluski. Nyquist presumably going to try to hold for last shot here. 10 seconds to play. Tap and pay plus third quarter. Sittler with it. Top of the key. Gets it to Chrissy. Chrissy drives. Now pulls back with three. Step back three from Chrissy is off the mark. Will come to a close. We head to the fourth. Warren 48, Harbor Creek 37. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Warren 48, Harbor Creek 37 as we get set to start the Veriskety Holdings fourth quarter. Companies within the Veriskety Holdings Group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, Guardian Healthcare, and Veriskety & Son Incorporated. Find out more at VerisketyHoldings.com. Harbor Creek starts the quarter with the basketball. Del Sandro on the wing. Swings up to Jawtek. Drives, now dishes off. Del Sandro, corner three is short. Chawtek on the rebound, but he stepped out of bounds.
Sheriff Hoffman might have got a piece of that. And again, Del Sandro has not really had a clean look here tonight. And coming in averaging 16 a game.
It certainly appears as though that was the Dragons' defensive strategy was to slow him down. And they have done that, but on the flip side, that's opened things up for Wilson underneath. Nyquist over to Barnes. Inside to Burdine. Spin move. And again, Wilson going to get called for the foul. And that will send Brady Burdine to the line where he'll try to build on the Dragons' lead at the Ty Nestor Builders Supply free throw line. Visit them online, tynestorbuilders.us. Burdine hits the first. And off the mark on the second. Chawtek on the rebound. Del Sandro gives up. Chawtek on the wing. Goes inside to Wilson, and we've got a whistle foul on the floor before Wilson got the ball. And again, Warren sticking with this matchup of Nyquist on Wilson down low.
Yeah, he got tagged for the foul there, but they done a decent job.
Very, very short discussion at the scorer's table with the official. Things get underway.
Oh,
nice dish off. And that's going to be goaltending.
Yeah. Yep. What a nice feed, though, from Del Sandro.
Absolutely. Deluski will take a seat. Brzezowski back in the game for Harbor Creek. Burdine dishes off to Nyquist. Back to Burdine. He goes baseline. Kicks out. Hoffman for three. Knocks it down again. His second Icy Ink three-pointer. Jawtek trying to answer. No, he swings it over to Brzezowski. Off the mark. Wilson on the rebound.
That was a good extra pass, though.
Jawtek tries this time. Gets a big bounce. Fight for the rebound. Demerol comes away with it. Nyquist poked it away from him. Demerol's hurt. Back behind the play as Burdine gets the lay-in. Demerol slow to get up, but did manage to do so. And now has the ball, swings it up to Jawtek. Brzezowski fakes, then drives. Gets the foul, doesn't get the bucket to go, but he'll head to the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. Sittler checks in for Hoffman.
It's 4 fouls. No, 3 fouls on Hoffman.
First shot from Brzezowski rattles out.
He'll get one more.
And that one rims out. Wilson there for the putback.
Oh, man.
What a game for Braylon Wilson.
19 points now for Wilson. Leads all scorers.
Bedine splits the defense, dishes back out to Nyquist. Goes inside to Chrissy. Out for Barnes. Barnes kicks out to a wide open Bedine for three.
That's just really good offense.
Nice ink three-pointer for Brady Bedine.
Extra pass. Barnes could have taken the shot.
Picked off there by Sittler. Springs Bedine. And he tried to dish over, but the ball went off Demeral's foot.
So Wilson with 19 to lead the Huskies. Bedine 18 for Warren.
Furia in for Wilson. Nyquist to trigger, gets it to Barnes. Barnes puts it off the glass, but it rattles out. Brzezowski there to rebound. D'Alessandro finds LaFuria down low. Had a little trouble with it. Had some trouble with it again. Just couldn't get the handle. And now D'Alessandro nearly takes it away from Sittler. Nyquist loses the handle, recovers. And Warren's going to take a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning timeout. We're going to take it with them. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Centered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Back here at Warren Area High School with 5 minutes to play in the Verischetti Holdings Group fourth quarter. Warren leads Harbor Creek 57-41. Brian Hagberg, Andy Close with you on the YDL Sports Network. Remind you to stay tuned for the Potter County Family Campground post-game show. We'll name the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, have the Cole Orthodontics Associates post-game interview. All that coming up on the Potter County Family Campground post-game show.
All right, so exactly 5 minutes to go here. Chrissy will trigger in for Warren.
Gets it into Nyquist. D'Alessandro on him. Dish off to Bedine, goes baseline, pumps, puts it off the glass and in.
A good shot fake for Brady Bedine, and now it's 20 points. An 18-point lead, the biggest of the game for Warren.
D'Alessandro skip pass poked away out of bounds by Bedine.
I think Bedine and Sittler have those long arms that make it. You think a pass is open, they get a deflection.
Speaking of Sittler, ran into a good friend John Sittler before the ball game.
I did as well.
Told me he had to go up to his perch up in the balcony because Case hurt him one time. In the stands down low, said that couldn't happen again.
That's funny. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off the Huskies. It'll be Warren ball.
Nyquist going to slow things down a little bit here. Spins away from D'Alessandro, dishes off to Bedine in the corner. He's going to go baseline again. Kicks out. Barnes floater goes.
And Braylon Barnes now to double figures with 11 points.
20-point lead now for Warren. And Barnes tried to take that one away. He's going to get called for the foul. And he can't believe it. Thought he had position in front of Wilson.
Brady Burdine was way on the other side of the court and just held his hands out. Like,
he was ready. Was that the old cherry pick ready
Yep.
for the easy lay in there? But
I think he won one of those. He had a dunk in the Seneca game. He was looking for one again.
Beluski tried to go to Chata. Gets taken away. Barnes. Well, jumper, no good, but he draws the foul, and Barnes will head to the Dynasty Builder Supply free throw line.
Getting probably close to that point where you might see Warren start to maybe empty their bench a little bit.
Barnes, hits the first. And second rattles out. Rebound is fought for and goes to Harbor Creek.
So 1 of 2 at the line for Braylon Barnes.
Del Sandro to Wilson. Tried to get it out to Deluski, but miscommunication there. Pass goes out of bounds. Warren takes over. Barnes in the corner, tried to go inside to Chrissy. He was poked away for a second. A touch pass there from Hoffman back to Barnes. Nyquist skip pass. Hoffman for 3. Knocks it down. His third Icy Ink three-pointer of the game.
Counted for all 9 of his points.
Sandro now drives, spins, gets Burdine up in the air and puts up a shot just off the mark. Wilson tried to tip it back, but
going to stay here.
Chrissy was able to get a piece of it and knock it out of bounds. Wilson off the glass and
21 points for Braylon Wilson.
That's a chance to make it 22 at the Dynasty Builder Supply free throw line. Can't get it to go, but Deluski there for the rebound, gets it to Chatek. His lay-in attempt doesn't go. Chrissy on the rebound. Hoffman now pushing, gets it to Barnes, and Barnes going to reset as he had to extend to corral that ball. Dish off to Burdine, goes baseline, draws a foul.
So Warren going to go to 5-0. Harbor Creek will drop their first game of the season.
Inside to Barnes. Turnaround jumper is good.
And then Barnes, after a quiet first half, now up to 14 points.
Sandro looking for Chatek in the corner. Quick pass to Wilson. And Wilson draws a foul, and Hoffman just
fell out of the game.
Just beside himself.
Wilson will go.
Jeff Burdine over there just trying to calm him down, like, hey man, we're up by 24 points. You're good. You're good.
I think from a player's perspective, it doesn't matter what the score is. You don't want to foul out of the game. Like I think he's mad and can't stay in. But just over 2 minutes ago. So
Wilson at the Dynasty Builder Supply free throw line. Short on the first.
I think you do see a little bit of fatigue there. I think especially on the free throws from Wilson here.
Well, and again, we talked about their 3-0 start. All of those games have been close. One can go into overtime as he does knock down the second. But eventually, when you've got to extend and exert that much energy for 4 quarters, sometimes more than 4 quarters, Burdine a little behind the back dribble there is
And Warren is going to empty their bench here.
But, eventually that starts to catch up to you. Especially early in the season when sometimes, you've got guys that are just still trying to get into game shape.
Absolutely.
And Burdine between the legs, dishes out for Nyquist. Warren playing a little keep away here with just about 90 seconds to go. And now Barnes, is going to draw the foul.
And both teams going to make wholesale substitutions here.
So I see number 1, Victory Mudry, 22, Brody Fisher, Mosley on the floor, Demerol on the floor, LaFuria on the floor for Harbor Creek.
Jacob McMeans in the game for Warren for the first time, as is Brady Corey.
Sittler with it. Passes over to Corbett. And that is Dylan Johnson, the addition off now to Sittler. Corbett looking for Corey down low, but goes out of bounds. Mosley will bring it up for the Huskies. That ball is tipped and turned over. Corbett up to Sittler. Swings it over to McMeans. Tried to go back to Sittler, but knocked out of bounds.
Lucas Thrift, number 20, going to check in for Warren. He will replace Chase Sittler.
Wonder if John's allowed to come down from the balcony now. But, under a minute to go.
I think I see him. He's still up there.
Tried to go inside to Corey. He's knocked away by a couple of Harbor Creek defenders. Corbett in the corner for 3 is off the mark. Corey on the rebound. Putback is no good. Thrift gets the rebound, was trying to find Corbett, but Harbor Creek was there. Mosley dishes off to LaFuria, and his pass knocked away, and nobody seems to want to handle the ball right now. Up top, Mosley, 3. He got it, and I see 3-pointer. Now, that will
nice game.
likely be the final points of the game, as Corbett's just going to hold it as this clock winds down to 0. Your final here from Warren, the Dragons 67, Harbor Creek 47. Warren moves to 5-0 on the year. Harbor Creek picks up its first loss, falls to 3-1 on the season. Stay tuned for the Potter County Family Campground post-game show right here. It's been Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at ICYYinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Potter County Family Campground post-game show. Your final here from Warren. The Dragons defeat Harbor Creek 67-47. And at Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventures start here with family and friends. We can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of our camping cabins. We have a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check us out online at pottercountycamping.com. Our final game stats brought to you tonight by All-American Awards and Engraving. They will put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online, allamericanhq.com.
Oh, well, we're going to have our player game here in a second, but first we'll get to those stats. Bourne 15 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second, 15 in the third, 19 in the fourth. Brady Burdine leads the way with 20 points. Braylon Barnes with 14, Tommy Nyquist with 13, and Connor Hoffman and Logan Chrissy with 9 points each, and Chase Sittler 2 points for the Dragons. For Harbor Creek, 17 points in the first, 9 in the second, 11 in the third, and 10 in the fourth. Braylon Wilson lead the way with 22 points for the Huskies. Chadwick with 5, Mosby with 9, Dabuski with 5, and Brzezowski with 2 for the Huskies of Harbor Creek. Once again, your final 67-47 Warren.
All right, those again were our final stats brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. They'll put almost anything on almost everything online, allamericanhq.com. And now it is time for our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game and our Cole Orthodontic Associates post-game interview. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why, AlleghenyGrill.com. And as you can see, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game, Warren's Brady Burdine. This is our Cole Orthodontic Associates post-game interview. Cole Orthodontic Associates with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren. You can get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. And Brady, you guys moved to 5-0 on the year. Another big win for you. You guys haven't even really had a close game yet. What's been working so well for you to start the season?
I think just being able to play our style of basketball in terms of pushing the ball up the floor. We've came out with a lot of energy to start, which has been great for us. And we've just been really knocking down shots, which is key to win any basketball game.
And so you last time out, obviously got a big win over Cathedral Prep. First time in a long time for this program to do that. How much of a confidence boost does that give you?
It gives us a ton. Knowing that we can compete with one of the best in the state, first time in forever, just tells us that we can do this. We can go the whole way. And also it should make some other teams fear us a little bit more.
So coming into this game for Harbor Creek, Del Sandro was their leading scorer, averaging 16 points a game. It seemed like defensively your strategy was really to shut him down, which you really did. But then Wilson kind of took over in the paint. What adjustments did you make to try to slow down that interior game from Wilson?
First off, Tommy Nyquist played a great game on the guard, just kind of keep the ball out of his hands, forcing him to get it down there. And really, we struggled at first. We weren't really getting the double on the big as we had kind of planned. And so after the first half, he kind of got a little tired, and we just started to switch guys in and out, and I think that kind of messed with him, and we just shut him down after that.
I mean, obviously it's something you guys are going to have to overcome kind of as the season goes on. You know, the one weakness right now, as Andy put it, was, you just don't have a big guy like that. But what are some things that you're able to do, on both sides of the ball that allow you to, make up for not having that kind of player down low?
I think we have two guys, Braylon Barnes and Connor Hoffman, who are great at. They're not the big, but they can play the big. They can defend the big. Even Tommy can defend the big. And then on offense, we're able to. Yeah.
You guys had him on Wilson there for a while.
We're able to just get the bigs out on the perimeter on offense and be able to work around them, getting shots inside just to take them out of the paint.
And how much of that is predicated by the fact that you guys have such great guard play? Obviously, Tommy, yourself, Braylon's been scoring almost at will. But the way that you guys work together, how has that come together for you over the last couple of years to the point that we're seeing now on the court?
Oh, since we've been playing, all of us have been playing together since 5th grade, so we know how we play, right? And with all that guard play, we can easily, as long as we get that big on the outside, we can penetrate, and we'll live there all day. That's how we'll play.
And then, tonight, one of the things we were talking about, maybe unheralded a little bit, are guys like Connor Hoffman and Logan Chrissy who get down and dirty and make a lot of those hustle plays. How much of a motivation factor can that be when those guys are out there just, flying and rolling around on the floor and getting down and dirty?
It gets you going. You see Connor, he's always really energetic, and that really helps us, I think, stay up. Sometimes we get down. Those two just help us stay up.
And so again, you guys moved to 5-0 now. What do you need to keep doing to keep this string going for you and carry it in, not only through the end of the month, but into the second part of the season?
Just play our style. I think as long as we get our style of play, we should win any basketball game. As long as we can keep how we play.
All right, our Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg player of the game, Warren's Brady Burdine. Thank you so much for stopping by. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the Potter County Family Campground halftime show on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Our Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app then tracks each donation so that parents and boosters can sit back, relax, and watch the support come flooding in. Nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at tapandpayplus.com.
Back here on the Potter County Family Campground post-game show. Just had our Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg player of the game, Brady Burdine, for the Cole Orthodontic Associates post-game interview. Final score here from Warren, the Dragons 67, Harbor Creek 47. Warren moves to 5-0 on the season. Harbor Creek falls to 3-1. And Andy, final thoughts after another double-digit win for Warren?
Yeah, it was balanced. Harbor Creek hung for a while. I think Warren just kind of wore down the Huskies a little bit, especially in the second half. And you heard Bray talk about just really playing their style and getting after it. And they're going to do that to a lot of teams, I think, over the course of the season, just wear teams down. Overall, I think a good win on your home floor and no letdown after the big win over Prep. And for Harbor Creek, too, I think, JT Del Sandro's really talented. I thought he only had 3 points, but for a young player, I thought he did a good job of not forcing the issue. Really, recognized what they had in the advantage with Wilson there. And Wilson played really well. And I think, Harbor Creek, there's no shame in coming on the road and losing to this Warren team. And I think some things to build up, even though it's their first loss for them as well.
Well, and I think, again, even at a loss, if you're Harbor Creek, you look at this and say, hey, we're not solely relying on one guy here in Del Sandro. And they took him away, but we had a big advantage down low, and Wilson really stepped up when he had to.
Yeah, he played great today. And again, he's going to be a mismatch against a lot of teams this season. I think the Huskies recognized that early in the game and really fed him, and he got a lot of points early in the game. And I think to Warren's credit, they adjusted defensively as well.
All right, well, they've got a little semisonic pumping through the speakers here at the Joseph A. Massa Gymnasium, letting everybody know that maybe it's closing time. And we're going to take that hint and get on out of here. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in tonight. Stay tuned to the YDL Sports Network all season long. Basketball, wrestling action throughout the season here on the YDL Sports Network. For Andy Close, this is Brian Hagberg saying thank you so much for watching, and good night from Warren.